Welcome to episode 1 of the You Suck at Golf podcast.
Episode 1.
Episode 1, baby. To my left, this is Dave. All right, this is Stone. I'm Mike.
How you doing?
We are finally here.
We're here.
We are here. It's been a long time coming. It's actually years. We've been talking about doing this.
Take 2 or take 3. Having a podcast is a little more than a click, shoot, record, and we're here. You know,
it actually is. We put together a nice little studio here.
Got a nice little setup. We got the sign, we got the mics, got the cameras, we got a producer. We got a producer Ramen in the back.
Absolutely.
So basically what we're going to do, we're just going to be a golf podcast. We're going to be talking everything golf, pro golf, amateur golf, our golf, buddies trips. We're going to be talking betting. We're going to be talking everything we possibly can under the sun. And we're just going to have some fun with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just us 3 fucking around.
I'm going to throw a little video games in there, right, for Mike?
We're definitely throwing
Not
some esports
doing
in there.
any
Esports
video
are
games.
huge. Big gamer right here, us 2. He's not allowed to play. His wife doesn't let him play.
We're not getting into
But
that
it's just
right
gonna be us 3 fucking around, you know. Like I'm not gonna be rattling off stats. I'm kind of shot.
There's not going to be much fact checking here.
And even when like there's not much golf going on, we'll be talking about MMA. We'll be talking about other sports. We'll just
Absolutely.
be making fun of each other for an hour. It's gonna be a good time.
We are average golfers at best.
At best.
At best.
So we're just going to be talking about average shit. Everyday type stuff.
That was a good line right there.
What's that?
Yeah. Just talking about average at best. Talking about some average shit.
That's it. We are average guys. We are the weekend hacker. We talk to you guys about, stuff that happens every weekend on the golf course. That's just the easy stuff,
What do you guys want to lead off with? Wingfoot?
Talk a little
Wingfoot's
Wingfoot.
coming.
This
Wingfoot's
Thursday?
here.
This Thursday, U.S. Open at Wingfoot.
Carnage as usual is expected.
Who do we like?
I got to throw it, I think, to my boy Patty Reed. I think Patty Reed is taking this one.
Okay, no chance.
He's been so cold. He's gotta go with DJ.
We saw a video. I don't know. I saw a video the other day. I'm sure you guys saw it too. And it was a can of Arnold Palmer.
What's that?
Arnie Palmy.
Arnie Palmies.
Keep
Just
it
Arnie
simple.
Palmy.
And it was in the rough. And the rough was over this. It was a big boy can.
Tall boy.
Tall boy can.
24 ounces.
Wow.
And it's like, they're talking crazy numbers. They're talking 6 over par is winning the U.S. Open.
You know, I didn't like that when we went to the Open a couple years ago. I was like, this isn't fair. These guys are hitting fire shots center of the green, and they're fucking 30 yards off the green. Like, I didn't like that. But I've come around. I actually love it. They're all level playing field. You're all playing this fucking carnage. Like, I kind of want to see it.
Do you, though? First of all, yearly, I think the U.S. Open is probably the least entertaining for me to watch just because of that. Like, you don't want to see 30 under par win something, but even par or 2 over, or is that rough is insane. Like, even when we played Bethpage,
No, it's silly. It's silly. But
you're not getting the ball if you're the average golfer, and I know they're professionals, but you're hitting it 30 yards back into the fairway. 5 inches of rough.
It has to be like that. I'm a huge fan of the U.S. Open being like that. These guys are the best golfers in the world. They are so much better than you even think that they are at the game of golf.
100%.
That the course has to be like that to give. It's the U.S. Open. It's not the Safeway Classic. It's not the Honda Classic. It's not the all these other tournaments that are just like the middle of the PGA Tour season tournaments. No, this is the U.S. Open. And it has to have an identity, and its identity is carnage. And this is the biggest
I feel like
test.
there has to be a balance, though.
Yeah.
Like rough, okay, hit it straight. But the greens and shit, when they're so lightning like that, not holding any balls, that gets a little.
Well, that's what happened at Shinnecock the one year where it was carnage, and then
They were gonna boycott that shit.
all the players like bitch and moan about it. Like they were like, Phil did his whole little hockey stick thing around the green, and like then on Sunday they had gallons of water.
Did you
They're
see-
like, okay, we're sorry. Like,
Did you see the
I don't like
Instagram
that.
video
Fuck
of how they're running on the stimp? The guy dropped it on the back of the green. It rolled all
Off the green.
45 feet to the front of the green.
And guess what? It's like be better and win.
They all have to play it. That's the defense,
And
to me.
that's
Like,
it.
you all. Have
I
to
will
play
say
this shit.
it does. The U.S. Open obviously has the identity of thick rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not going low.
Exactly. And you just have to play your best golf, and the best golf's going to win. That's just it. You just have to show up. And
See,
that's
it gives a chance for the shorter hitters, like a Zach Johnson type guy.
Yeah, you got to plot your way around a little
Kiz.
bit. You have
Kiz
to be
coming.
in the fairway.
Yeah.
You have to be in the fairway. Like when we played Bethpage, like I was hitting the ball backwards out of the rough.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. Like, I don't know how it happened. I don't know what happened to the face of my club once it made contact with the rough. But whatever happened, the ball was going backwards.
Well, that's
Gotta get your
that's
weight
not
up.
just that.
Yeah.
That's not just that. Beth.
That's just that Beth
No,
page.
it's not, because anytime you're hitting out of more than, and you're the king of the fluff.
not the
king of the.
He does the step behind the ball. He does
We've put a stop to that a little bit, but every time you're hitting out of more than an inch of rough, you are in jeopardy of breaking something in your hands or wrists.
I'm listening.
Disclaimer: we said we were average golfers at best, but because of this guy, we fucking follow the rules. There is no fluffing. There is nothing, dude.
No.
So like when I throw up a 98 and I'm pumped, and people are like, "Psh, I'm in the 80s," I'm like, "Yeah, come play with us."
Wait, hold on. We got to go circle back real quick.
offended.
What has I am very offended. What has now changed since I've stopped fluffing? Nothing.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, let's say last year.
Nothing changes.
Last year, I
You
put
still
it-
have to hit the ball, and you have to get it in the hole.
I'd say the only thing that we do, or
Did he just admit to fluffing?
No,
Yeah,
I'm
100%.
I'm just saying you're telling me I'm doing something.
we follow the rules of golf pretty strictly. I'd say the only thing we do, if you're in the fairway and you have you're in a divot or something, we're not hitting out of that.
Only in the
if
fairway.
you're in the fairway, you can move the ball.
Pros
a
pick and
couple
place
inches.
in the fairway when it's disgusting, don't they?
No.
I've seen it.
When it's disgusting,
They pick and place. Yeah,
absolutely,
100%.
In tournaments?
In
I
tournaments.
did not know that.
100%,
Seen it.
100%.
Yeah, I would bet
99.9%.
I'd bet $100
You bet $100 that a professional golfer can pick up a golf ball in the middle of the
certain
fairway.
conditions.
Are you're going to take that?
in a pro tournament. It can happen.
Okay, I'll take that. Yeah.
You're gonna take it?
Yeah. Wait, are you nuts?
Ramen,
Okay.
check it out. We got $100
You're gonna
bet. here.
take it?
Yeah, air shake.
$100 bet. Let us know.
It's $100, bro.
Okay, cool.
All right,
down.
done.
It's happened.
Let's
I've
play-
seen it happen.
I'm with Dave on this one.
Ramen, we're gonna continue on. So
Wait, no,
look-
you're saying for no reason.
it's called like for the tournament, like you can live clean place in the fairway because of wet conditions or whatever conditions. Everybody can live clean place in the fairway. It's happened.
Well, you didn't say lift clean place. You said you can just move your ball in the fairway whenever.
No, I mean live clean place when in shitty conditions.
I'm not taking that bet.
All right, Mike backs out of that one.
All right, we'll move past.
Who do you guys like?
2020 golf season.
I mean, I've been every
People
week
are hot.
betting on Ram, our producer, DJ and Ram. That's just
Yeah,
like
you
my
bet
bets.
DJ and Ram every single week.
and I hit twice.
He does. He's been picking them. Yeah, no, U.S. Open, you got to like Rahm, you got to like DJ, you got to like Colin Morikawa. Young kid, good head on his shoulders. He is just an amazing golf ball hitter. This guy is fucking insane.
I found him on Instagram like 2.5 years ago, just a random video on the the one page where you just get random.
Yeah.
And I saw his swing, and I was like, "Holy shit! Like
Kid's
this
got
guy
it.
is."
And he's got balls of fucking steel.
And I followed him on Instagram. I was like, "This guy is gonna be." I actually said, "This guy is gonna be the next guy," and all of
Yeah.
a sudden he
Yeah.
comes out.
Did you hear the story of when he, the tournament after the PGA that he won, when Tiger came up to him and was just like,
Welcome to the club.
"Welcome to the club." Like,
Oh
can
my
you
God,
imagine?
dude?
How old is Morikawa? Like 23,
22,
Yeah,
22?
21 or 22, baby.
On top of the world. On top of the world.
And it's funny because nobody's really talking about him. Everybody was all balls deep in Hovland and Wolfie Boy, and then Morikawa
Yeah.
was just chilling. Like, hang on a 2nd hold my beer.
Yep.
I'm gonna drive a par 4 and stick it to 4 feet and get an eagle.
It's absolutely insane.
Love the dude.
Ramen, you got that answer yet?
I thought he backed out of the bet.
He did.
All right, get back on
I
that,
still-
'cause we
I
wanna
still
know.
want to prove
I,
him wrong.
I still want to know if that's a
Yeah,
thing.
I
like,
distinctly remember Ricky Fowler picking up his ball and placing it in like Hawaii like 2 years ago. They were doing live clean.
Hawaii.
place.
okay,
That's where I'm gonna.
that's
say.
that's a distant memory. I like my chances better now.
Well,
I
the bet's
think-
off, but
All right.
I'm definitely right.
So you like what, Ram or DJ? You're gonna actually say Ram or DJ to win
I gotta
this?
take a look at the bet list, but I am gonna take DJ. It's just too hot, dude.
Mike.
I'm gonna go with Morikawa.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Morikawa.
that's a fun bet. 2 in a row.
Yeah,
back to back.
Yeah, he's hot. Majors anyway.
I'll say Patty Reed. I think he's about. I think he's. Listen,
Does he even have a top 10 this year?
listen. Me and my buddy Paul. He hates Patrick Reed more than any golfer on earth. Most people do. I love Patrick Reed for some reason.
do not.
He wears. Yes, I do. He wears a little shark tooth on his neck.
Yeah, choker.
Yeah, he wears.
He wears a choker.
That's fine.
Choker's fire.
I
I want
love
to see
him.
him with no shirt on, with just the choker on. Maybe one of those choky things in his mouth. Just like,
Oh, the gag. I love him because he is an absolute beast in the Ryder Cup.
He's a villain. You know
He's a
what I mean?
villain, and he's a
there's
beast
no
in the
Ryder
Ryder
Cup
Cup.
this year, so he's just dead.
That's all right. Ryder
He's
Cup
not
next
hyped
year.
up.
Yeah, what do you think about that? Good move? Smart move?
It's all dumb moves. Everything we're doing is dumb moves.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
like, I
nah.
think
Without fans, yeah, we can't do it without fans.
You cannot play the Ryder Cup without fans.
You know what? Like, as sports are happening now, and there's fans and there's no fans. Like, the majority is not making that big a difference, and maybe only because it's like playoffs, like hockey playoffs and NBA playoffs are just more exciting anyway, and we're not really realizing. But when we're talking about the Ryder Cup, I think that's like one of the only events you can't have without fans. Yeah.
I'm back and forth on all of them. Like golf, I want to hear the roars, but at the same time, like I will watch the dumbest tournament just to watch people swing a club because I'm trying to figure out how to swing a fucking golf club.
Like it's not making that much of a difference, but the Ryder Cup.
Golf, I don't think it makes one bit of difference for golf, to be honest.
It doesn't. It doesn't. But yeah, the
Definitely
Ryder Cup
adds a little bit.
Of course, fans
But
are
it
going to add to the
doesn't make me
tournament.
not watch it.
No.
Like if Tiger sunk a putt on the 18th hole to win the U.S. Open this week, like I'm still going to jump up in the air and scream.
Of course, because you love Tiger. You're going to see his fist pump, But
I'm still jumping up in
Right, but
the
when
air.
you see people go crazy, it makes you go crazy.
Yeah.
It's just like an innate thing.
But I'm also
so when
saying
they
I'm
pan to
gonna
the
be-
fucking the gallery and everybody's going nuts, it just makes me go nuts too.
Speaking of Tiger.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
2020.
I've been saying this for like 12 years, but is it the end, you think? I don't.
I want to say it's the end, but I feel like his persona's kind of cemented. Like, oh, he's there, he's cool. Oh, T22. Oh, good job, Tiger. And then out of nowhere, a tournament, he's going to be lights out. But that's just like anybody else.
There's just too much
anybody
talent
else,
right now that like
Yeah.
it's going to be so tough for him to pull out a win. And he's really only focused on majors and major like tournaments anyway.
Yeah.
So he's not going to be playing these other tournaments that he might have a good shot at.
You're right.
And it's like, dude, like I don't know. He could win, obviously.
He's going to win again.
I don't know.
But the hope of dominance, of any kind of dominance, that shit is not happening.
No, dominance is never happening again, but he has 10 good years, I'd say, left at the Masters.
Okay.
But
he's gonna play the Masters
yeah.
until he's in a fucking wheelchair.
But that's about it. Like I don't think.
Is he though?
You know
What's going to happen to him when he's like 55?
What do you mean?
How old is he now?
43, 44?
44,
Like,
45.
is he
I
going to
think.
fucking grind the championship tour for his whole life?
No,
and
he's
play
not
the
playing-
Masters, or is he
he's
just going to be
not
like
playing the
like pull like a
Champions
Tyson up until recent times? Like
He
I don't want
won't.
anything to do with it.
He won't play one tournament in the Champions Tour. That's my prediction.
No, but
Not
now he's got that. He can always play the match plays. He can play the celeb, partnered.
No, he's
always
gonna
gonna
keep
have a
playing
lane
the
for
majors
that.
for as long as he can swing a
Does
golf club.
What if
Anybody
he
else-
sucks? Is he?
He'll still play.
An oddity. You think he'll still play?
Yeah.
Well,
he'll
is
still
he
come around.
that good right now? He gets hot. He has his hot rounds.
He's not
Been a
finishing well.
minute. He hasn't won since last year.
Since
at
the
end of
Masters.
Last year? No, after the Masters, didn't he win?
Zozo.
So. Was that after the Masters?
I don't know.
Does anybody else get scared when he has a shit lie or in super thick rough?
Yeah, everybody.
And you know that he's going to take one of those
Wild
140 mile an hour just cuts.
Yeah, right hand
just-
off the club. Like,
Just
Oh, I
to wait
love
to
watching
see
that,
him grab his back or something.
no, I don't want to see
Dude,
that.
because I love Tiger, maybe more than any athlete that I've ever watched in my entire life. I remember watching him at the U.S. Amateur when back in the early 90s, mid 90s, when I was a kid. And I was like, this is the guy. He's fun.
yeah.
But now I'm scared for him.
that's kind of what DJ is kind of showing us right now too. Is like when he's on his game,
It's scary.
he's just light years
Scary.
better than anybody else who's on their game.
I feel like DJ and JT give off that vibe. Like
Yeah.
when they're fucking firing, you're like, this is special.
Yeah, but DJ's
JT, I like JT this week too.
I like
Yeah.
him too. But that's what I like about this year. Like I want to see like dominance. You know what I mean? Like I feel like Tiger like broke me. Like I need dominance. I like that in all sports. So this year, seeing
Yeah.
DJ win 2 or 3 times, Rom, JT, like those are my dudes. Like I was excited for Morikawa, Hovland, and Wolf come in. Cool, yeah, sweet. Morikawa was the man, but like I want to see my dudes. Like I want to see dominance. And
Yeah,
we saw
well, you
some
want to
of it
see
this year.
DJ is just fucking the epitome of cool, Like he wins a tour, but he doesn't say, he doesn't react, but
He's kind of a box of rocks.
There's a huge box
Yeah,
of rocks. He's a
but-
fucking moron.
But you see all the stories. Like if he wins the tournament and you're his buddy, you are getting fucked up.
oh yeah, you're blowing lines all night long.
yeah, absolutely. You are going crazy. But
All right, so that's Wingfoot. Right, you wanna say
but
one
you
more
want to
thing?
talk about dominance? DJ is dominance.
Absolutely.
What was that? 18.7 million in the last 4 weeks. He's made.
He's been on a fucking tear.
I mean, 18.7 million.
And I feel like you give him
Hang it
fucking rough. It don't matter, dude. He's ripping that thing 3. He's gonna win
yeah.
this week.
Plus,
like
he's got
win this
Paulina Gretzky.
I would
Dude,
do
she
it.
wasn't looking that good.
Go away.
Please.
No, did you see her? What did he just win the tour championship? Did you see her at East Lake when she like came up to him with the phone, FaceTime the kids and everything?
Yeah,
Like,
look great.
Yeah.
nah,
Gorgeous.
Perfect.
something was wrong.
Absolutely gorgeous.
She's got something.
would
Something's
eat
fucked up
that.
with her.
I don't know. But what do you think about like the late majors? When we talk about the golf season, it starts with the Hawaii tour.
Yeah, they have like literally like 3 weeks off, and then like the Hawaii swing starts.
That's
But what's happening right now? I'm
but that
fucking
doesn't
confused.
golf doesn't start for me. For me, I love golf, but it doesn't start for me in Hawaii. It starts with me with the Masters.
Oh yeah, always.
The Masters is when golf starts.
always.
Nah, I'm with the Hawaii.
No.
Love it, dude.
Yeah, no, golf is Dave
Bro, when
and
they're-
Mike too are super. I mean, it could be the absolute shittiest. You don't even know what the name of the tournament is, and they are texting me
Fucking locked
nonstop.
in, bro.
Yo, did you see that shot from fucking? I don't even know this guy's name. They're like, wow, he is so good. Who is that? I don't even know who.
I
that
mean,
is.
watch the LPGA, dude. I don't give a shit. Not saying. I mean, no.
No.
I'll watch anything.
No, WNBA too.
No. That's where I draw the line. I'm not trying to watch people do layups.
No, I'm with you though, Mike. When April hits, there is nothing else that I think about when I think about the month of April except the Masters.
The Masters. I'm taking off of work. I am
Yeah.
watching every single round
That's it.
online. I'm finding it right on the website. I'm
100%.
watching every featured group. That is when golf starts. There's nothing else to it. I mean,
Definitely amps it up to the next level. And you just entered, or you've been in for a little bit, like prime golf time. You know, like spring,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
fall. Like, so
Everything's
you
just
just got a
kicking
couple
off.
nice, cool rounds in. No more Q-zip. You're chilling. It's beautiful out,
Yeah.
and then you got the Masters.
It's 50
Summer's
degrees
coming.
out.
It's
You
just
have the
best
polo on, feeling like it's 85
vibe.
out.
Yeah. That's the
Oh, yeah,
vibe.
absolutely.
So Masters
Swinging
definitely
free.
kicks that off.
No, but now the Masters is in November.
And this
Yeah.
is
So-
last year's Masters.
It is.
So like, what goes on with the season?
They got six major. The season kicked off last year at the Safeway.
Last week.
Yeah, last
Yeah,
week.
okay.
So now we have 6 majors on this golf schedule.
Is
Gotcha.
that like what they're saying?
I don't know if it's officially. See, I was thinking about that
I
earlier.
wanted to research this, but I was
Like, and plus, there's no Open Championship this year.
No.
So,
right.
what happens if Morikawa were to win this week and then win at the Masters? What the fuck does that mean?
What do you mean? What does it mean?
Because it's not a Grand Slam's 4 majors in one season.
Oh,
You know, you had the
yeah.
Tiger Slam.
Well, wasn't that controversial
What do you
also?
mean,
Tiger?
four in one season
What's up?
or the career?
The Grand Slam 4 in one season.
Yeah.
I mean, career Grand Slam, that could be a thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Grand Slam in one season, like Tiger had the Tiger Slam where he had 3 and then, into the next season. But what happens if Morikawa wins 3 in a row?
Yeah.
It's the same year, but it's not the same season,
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you
no,
got
it's a little confusing.
You got to give it to him though.
Yeah. I
Gotta
mean,
give
it
it
would
to
be
him.
3 in a row. That would be sick, but I don't.
down it.
But anyway, Masters in November, all these majors are crunched together at the end of the year. It just doesn't feel. I mean, I know sports, baseball took the break, and basketball took the break, hockey took the break. It doesn't feel. Obviously, 2020 is just a
I was
shit
just gonna
show.
say, nothing feels fucking
Nothing
normal.
feels
I'm
right,
happy we
but
got the Open, U.S. Open.
It's so weird because all right, for me, Masters kicks off in the spring, then boom, we're off to the races. You have your other tournaments mixed in, then you have your U.S. Open or Open Championship,
Now
U.S.
we got
Open.
Masters, and then Santa's coming.
The PGA got moved forward anyway, but usually Tour Championship at the end, even though I saw a video on Twitter, I think it was, talking about the Tour Championship and who really cares.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't think the Masters being in November this particular year is gonna feel any different because we're so damn deprived of like the Masters not happening in April and everything being all fucked up and no fans here, no fans there, this, that, and the other. Like, every golf fan who wants to watch the Masters is going to be just as hyped about it in November.
Oh, 100%.
Than they
yeah.
are in April. Even though we all wish it was in April and everything was normalized, this, that, and the other, it's like still.
I still feel it has like a real excitement. Like,
regardless of what year, season they count it, like
still the
I'm going to be
Masters.
locked
No,
in.
Of
Like,
course,
you know
it's
what I
going to
mean?
be exciting, but it's just a weird feel. Like the Masters is going to be in November.
Yeah, and it's going to look
What
fire.
fucking golf season is this even? I have no
It
idea.
doesn't matter. It's going to look fire.
It's
With
gonna be
the
cool.
little, we're going to have a little foliage. We're going to have a little cool weather. It's going to
gonna
be
be some
fucking
Did you guys
beautiful.
see? Did you guys see where the Masters, the final round is going to be early, so football they don't.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Both
Yes.
days.
Well,
Both
they
days.
did that. They did that
College Saturday and
when
then football
Tiger
Sunday.
won the Masters last year.
Yes, they did.
That was for weather.
It was for weather, but how sick was that?
I had to go to work that afternoon, so I was going to miss the final round or maybe lose my job watching my phone at work. And then I heard they were going to move that back, dude, and it started at like 7 in the morning. I got so hard. So I got to watch every single fucking shot,
I'm
bro.
not a fan of that.
Ramen, did they say?
I'm not a fan of that.
Did they say what time that they're supposed to like kick off like the final group? What like?
No,
8
they
a.m.?
want to finish.
They want to
by
finish like
4.
2:30.
Yeah,
Like 4?
before the 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
I don't like that either.
Hate that.
I want prime time,
Dude,
nighttime.
Yep.
No, but it
You
was.
think I give a fuck about a random 4:30 football game when I'm watching the Masters?
a lot of people do.
I'll have it on my phone on the couch. I'm watching
I mean,
the Masters.
NFL is the #1 sport.
Yeah,
Yeah, but no,
Most watched.
the afternoon finish for a major, especially the Masters, there's just something about that vibe that has to happen.
Yeah.
How
gotta
fucking
have a highlight.
honestly,
Has
though,
to
how
happen.
awesome was that last year with Tiger?
It was amazing.
I'm sitting on the couch.
I was crying.
at
I was
1
crying.
o'clock in the afternoon with tears running down my face.
we all texted each other pictures of us. Like,
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I wish we could
No,
pull those
it's-
pictures up
we'll
right
pull 'em
now.
up. We'll post them on our Instagram.
Yeah, we'll show 'em.
Oh my god! No, like I was in my. I remember exactly what I was doing. I was in the middle of my living room. My kids have this little like stool with her name on it. It's like a foot high. I put it in front of the TV for no reason, and I'm standing on this little stool, and I'm this close to the TV, just watching this, bawling, crying,
Yeah.
texting you guys. I was texting my dad. I was texting everybody, and I'm just like,
It was beautiful.
what is happening? Like my wife looking at me crying, watching
Yeah.
golf on the
Yeah,
TV.
golf.
She's just like, what
They
are
don't.
you?
He threw up that awkward celebration.
I
I,
know.
did the same thing.
Why didn't he make that putt?
Oh
Why
yeah,
didn't he make
no,
that
I
putt?
don't know.
Yeah, that was a
In
great
real
moment.
time,
I'm
that
glad we-
celebration was so bad. Now,
Oh,
when
it
you go
was-
back with like you see the post or
Yeah.
the replay, I was like, oh, that was cool. But when he really did it, I was like, what's he gonna do? He's like,
I'm glad. Yeah, man. I'm glad we got to witness the whole comeback, and
It needed to happen.
I'm glad he actually came back and won the fucking Masters. And
Could be the biggest comeback in sports history.
Right. Yeah.
But like we talked before, like back then, like that year, like is Tiger back? All those meters online, like is he back? He's kind of back. Is he a little back? And
Yeah.
now it's like we said earlier. I feel like he's cemented. Like okay, T30, he might make the cut. Oh shit, Tiger's in the mix. Like it's been a minute since we've seen that.
He's
Yeah,
still
it's
the
true.
needle mover. He is the #1
Oh,
guy.
No shit.
doubt.
But
No doubt.
we got guys that watch the Hawaii swing, so I mean anything moves my needle.
But honestly, like when they talk tour championship, I don't. What do you guys think? They say, and I looked at some of the comments and stuff, and they said, "Oh yeah, it's supposed to be golf fans, and this is the tour championship, and everyone, you know, you have to love it, and this and that." I see both sides to that. Like,
Well,
it's
like,
a
are you-
Sunday afternoon. Well, oh no, it was a Monday afternoon, Labor Day. Are you really honestly? Is it really like? What is the tour? It's just big money for the guys in the tournament.
No, that's all it is.
Who
It's for
really,
them.
who really knows how many times somebody's won the FedEx and this and that? It's not like I don't. It's not a major to me.
No,
Like,
it's
not equivalent.
It's a little exciting just because they throw all these huge numbers around and how much money all these people are making. But at the end of the day, it's like these guys have all the money in the world already.
Yeah, but you're getting
what's
that
10
Sunday. You're
million?
getting the cream of the crop. You're watching like the heavy hitters all go at it, so that's always going to be exciting. to
No,
me.
it is.
Yeah.
I do like how it like dwindles down to 30 guys, and you got to push and
Yeah.
win.
But it was
and make
still a
there.
runaway.
No, it was. Yeah.
Like it never really got that close.
And especially this year when you start DJ at 10 under par and people have to catch him, it's like most likely he's not gonna fuck up. Like
Yeah.
he's
I
not gonna
still
lose
enjoyed
that.
the
he's
shit
not
out
gonna
of
lose
it.
that lead. Yeah.
No. Well, I mean, we talked about these amateurs. Let's talk about the professionals. We've played a little golf recently.
The professional
Yeah, I guess.
and then the amateurs is what you were
Nah, I
getting
mean,
at.
listen.
Man,
Absolute.
What did we play? Seaview Bay.
CB Pines.
Yeah, Seaview
It's a nice
Pines.
course down in Atlantic City. If you guys don't know what we're talking about,
Seaview Pines.
What was that
Too much
last
for
week?
me.
Last week we had a little foursome out there. Me, Mike, Dave, and Mike's buddy, and we had a great day out there.
I didn't.
It did. You know what? It didn't even start out good. We showed up to the golf course, and we show up to pieces
little
of
memo.
paper. A memo
Little
on
memo
our
saying the
cards,
course is
basically
trashed.
saying, "Yeah, this course is a piece of shit right now. We're gonna take $5 off your green
Yeah,
fee."
no.
$5. It was nice.
You
Yeah,
know what?
I
And,
mean-
and when it happened, you're like, oh, that did feel nice.
Yeah, but I mean,
But then
for-
you didn't know what you were getting for that $5, and then we went out there, and it should have been like $25.
It should have, but no excuse doesn't matter because I could not find the fucking club face. If you bent Alexis Texas over and gave me a tennis racket, I couldn't hit her ass.
Yeah,
That's how
it was-
bad I was playing that day.
It was disgusting.
I
You
didn't
made
speak
me
for
worse.
2 days. You sucked.
You made
sucked
me
just as bad.
worse watching you.
I don't know what it was. No, Dave, you were definitely off your game. You
Yeah,
were
I
hitting
get
shots
that.
I've never seen you hit before. You were duck hook snapping
Just
the
doesn't-
ball
Yeah,
to
he
the
was
left.
40
I don't even want
45
to talk
yards.
about it anymore. I feel like it's coming back.
Yeah, it was
When
something
I play
that you
that
never
bad,
do, which is
I
weird.
want to go home and kick my dog, beat my wife. I
scary.
don't talk for 2 fucking days.
See, it's really scary when you go out to a golf course and you have like, not much expectations. You're just going out to play, and then you have a miss that you've never had before,
No.
and that
Shatters
what it does between your ears when that's going on is unlike anything else, dude.
No, see, that's the thing about me because I don't have a miss that I've never had before. I've had
That's
every
true.
single kind of miss you could ever have.
Big two-way miss.
You have
could
2,
ever
3,
have.
4-way misses.
But the thing is, if I'm playing 10 straight money holes, like I'm fairly straight, I'm hitting my irons, I'm putting all right, it just takes that, for me,
too.
it takes that one shank or duff or fat shot, and it's in my head, and I'm fucking
over.
done.
Done.
I am absolutely done for
I'm
the
the
rest
same
of the round.
exact way.
Done.
It's all nerves. Like you keep saying, the range don't mean shit, but like when I'm there, my eyes are closed. I can shape shots. Like I know I'm off the mat, but I'm fucking beautiful. I come out to the course and just
Oh, yeah.
like what? I'm thinking about every fucking thing, dude. Back, hands first, shoulders. Okay, then hips. I'm like, what are you?
You know
doing,
this is going
dude?
through his head every
Every
single
shot.
time.
Every
I
shot.
would love to be in his head because he brought back full,
You would never golf
full
again.
murder.
I'm glad you just brought that up because you just reminded me of something. When we were playing, I forget where we were or what shot it was. I mentioned it to you, Mike, but Dave was struggling.
yeah.
He was on the struggle bus, and he's standing over the ball, and he's whispering to himself. And I'm like trying to get a little closer, like to see what he's saying, and he's saying, "You're good at golf.
Yeah.
You're good at this game."
He is absolutely
fucking
mental. Yeah.
Hyping himself up over the
him.
golf
It's all
ball.
about visualizing.
I mean,
bro.
when
Didn't
you're
you read
doing
The
shit,
Secret?
when you're doing shit like that, you are in a dark fucking place.
Listen, he was 45 yards off the tee, straight duck hook left all day.
All day.
And we all can play golf at times. Like I have all the shots in my bag. I can hit it long. I can have good irons sometimes. I can chip. I can putt sometimes. But I'm only getting maybe one of those around.
Yeah.
Like I'm not ever putting it all together.
Yeah, I mean that's a good round, but when you just can't do anything, which happens to me, like it hasn't happened to me since 2 trips ago in fucking Maryland, where like I'm like, what do you mean I can't do anything,
Yeah.
dude?
Because I mean, seriously, your golf game is built like you kind of need all of it together at once because you're not overly long.
Yeah.
Like your money is 150 to 200, like getting it
I
close
hit a 200 when I'm hitting it.
off the tee.
I think he was talking of approach shot, but
Yeah, I
you
was, but
took
I
it.
think we're maybe talking 200 feet.
Yeah, okay. I mean, up until these last few rounds, me and him were neck and neck on the fucking fairway.
Yeah, no, that's fair. But I mean, you need, the straight drive, nice approach
I
shot.
can't be a mess, and I haven't been until this last
Yeah,
round.
because
so I
if
don't
you're
even wanna
hitting it
speak
bad
about
off the
it
tee,
anymore.
it's gonna be a
over.
it's gonna be a long
It's
round.
over.
It's
And
gonna
that
be
was
a
the
long
game changer between me completely sucking and being a decent golfer.
That's
2
how
years ago, I
all
learned
that's how
to
all of
drive.
our games are just like. Our games are all very different.
Oh,
We all
couldn't
have
be more different.
different ailments.
So different. Like I'm not all over the place at all. Like
No.
ever. Like never ever.
Super short, super straight.
Super short, super straight.
Yeah, your
Actually,
misses are not bad. They
don't
don't hurt
miss.
you.
No, I don't really lose that many golf
No,
balls.
you're boring. When you're good, you're just boring.
Yeah.
you're just like
Super
it's like oh,
boring.
like he made
It's
like
annoying.
dude. He like made a monster putt for a birdie on 18. Nobody even gave a shit.
No,
one cares.
it's so annoying.
He's
Watch-
like, we're like, eh.
Yeah,
It's so
that is-
annoying.
that is true. I have noticed that about me playing golf is no one comments on any of my golf shots ever. Mike
yeah,
hits,
because
Mike,
they're fucking boring.
Mike hits a drive. Oh shit!
yeah,
Dave hits,
because it's
Dave
fuck, you
hits
can't
1
even
to
see
5
'em.
feet. Oh shit! I'm like draining birdie putts. I'm fucking smoking all of you.
That's because
It's
we're in the
nobody
woods
gives a
looking
shit.
for our
boring.
fucking balls.
Yeah, it's
I don't
boring
think
watching
anybody
you
has
play.
ever told me good shot once ever. Never.
take good
Yeah,
shots.
because you hit a good drive.
All I
just kidding.
do is hit good shots.
Because you hit it. Because this is why we don't get excited. Because you hit this drive off the tee. Dave pumps you up sometimes. You'll hit one
Very rare.
You'll
I'm
hit
all
one.
about
All right,
building my friends
I'll be
up.
serious. I was gonna say 175, but you'll hit one maybe. If you really get a hold of one, you'll hit one like 240, 245. And Dave's like, "Oh my god, what a shot!" I'm like,
trying
"That's
to
like
pump
a
my friends
that's
up,
like a
bro.
3-iron down the
Dude,
middle."
once in a blue moon.
No, Dave pumps you up, a lot.
I
But it's
don't
just
notice
fucking
it.
boring. You'll hit a 220 off the tee, then you'll have a $180 in. You'll hit like maybe a hybrid or something close.
Yeah.
And then you'll chip on and make the putt. It's fucking boring.
Bogey at worst. Yeah.
Yeah, it's boring.
Okay.
I'd rather hit it 300. Maybe it's straight. Maybe it's not.
Yeah,
then
but-
I'll maybe take a drop and then hit a good one.
Yeah.
Chip up close and make my double bogey. And
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah.
and I'd rather just win.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather do that.
But even though we played it short sleeve, it was very exciting because we were what was the
Yeah,
final
no,
scores? 120 to 118.
Listen,
we were
it
on
was
no,
disgusting.
we
It
were
was
on
disgusting,
the they had a match going and that's another thing we could talk about is like even though you guys were both not on your game that day, at 17th hole, I mean you guys were shooting over 100 already on the 17th
It was
hole.
yeah.
But you were tied.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it was exciting.
I was
great.
so dialed in on your match, and it doesn't matter what the score was.
No,
No.
as soon as like back 9 when I realized we were both just this is what it was going to be today.
Yeah.
It was fun again.
Exactly.
Yeah, because
all right,
it doesn't-
Let me just not make an 8.
Yeah.
It's the most frustrating game on earth for sure. But it's kind of exciting because listen, if I'm on my game, and this goes from Mike to you're a little higher, but you're usually consistent with your numbers. I can go anywhere from low 80s to 120 easily. Like that is just
Yeah,
my.
that's you.
No matter how and I know it on the first tee. When the golf club feels light in my hands, I was like, all right, I'm gonna hit the ball good today.
I know my backswing. When I get to the top, if I'm just like, this is where I'm supposed to be, it's going to be a good day. If I get to the top and be like, what's my hands doing?
You know what?
Over.
Yeah.
You've mentioned this before, like when we play golf and we bet and stuff like that. You don't give a shit about how you play or what the score is. You just want to win. And like I'm kind of coming around on that.
You were always super against.
I was super against, and I'm still against it. But like I came around on it the other day when I was watching you guys play, and it's like at that
made it
point,
completely fun.
you just got to
Yeah.
beat the other guy. And it doesn't matter what the score was, and it was still very
No,
exciting.
that's because when me and my brother go out and play, and we'll throw some decent money down. I don't care if I'm beating him with an 85 or a 105.
Just gotta
We're
win.
gonna be super. No matter what we're both shooting, we're gonna be 1 or 2 strokes different.
Yeah.
And I don't care what the scores are. I just want to win. I
know.
don't care.
But I
What
have a hard time like living with myself though, shooting those high scores. Even if I win or lose, I just can't.
If I shoot a 102 and I beat him, it feels just as good as shooting a fucking 80. I don't care.
Yeah.
Because
Speaking
that's
of-
what golf is for me now.
Just betting.
Because I used to be good. Here's my story. I used to be
Here we go.
maybe about a 10 handicap.
Talking about the 90s here.
This was like 6 years ago. Then I woke up after shooting an 82. The next day, I was just swinging the club, waiting for my buddy to pick me up right on my front lawn. Did not know how. I used to have a nice short swing. Did not know how to swing the golf club anymore. And I've told you guys this before. I mean, you guys don't even fucking really believe me. But I just didn't know, like, it was mental, 100% mental. And I went from shooting low mid 80s to shooting 160s every single round.
We will show
for
this
2
video.
years.
We will
Oh,
show
you
this
guys
video.
will see
Best
the
video in
video
the world.
of me 100% mid, right in the middle of my yips. It is one of the funniest videos. I have a couple of them
There's
actually.
big disclaimer though. It's like that movie. What's that movie? The Ring, where the girl comes out. Of
Oh,
the
you
TV
see
and
it in
kills
7
you? Yeah,
days
dude,
and
if
you're
you
dead?
watch that fucking
Yeah.
video, your scores are dropping.
Yeah, it hurt, and I fought I fought my way through it, and now
sounded like a hurt dog right
Yeah.
yeah,
that
because
was-
I was
that's what he
holding
said.
because I was bringing the club
don't
like
even do- I
here
don't
in my
wanna see that,
backswing,
dude.
feeling like it's John Daly, and now I had to bring myself to the super long swing
Big
just to
Daly.
not go back to that.
He puts his driver head in his pocket.
Oh, is
Yeah,
that how you became the swing you have now?
Yes, just because I'm afraid if I shorten it up, I'll go back to that.
Oh my god, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
No wonder your fucking club head's in your left pocket. And
Yes. So now what I do is
I didn't know that.
I have to do that, and it's just a mental thing. Like the swing always looks the same.
Yeah.
But sometimes it feels shorter.
Yeah, you
like
say
I'm
that.
like,
You
all right.
say that. He says that all the time.
He's like, yo, that was pretty.
Yeah.
That was pretty short, right?
Yeah. Sometimes I'll feel the slot. It'll just feel like a different slot, and I'm like, all right, I'm there. And then I'm pumping them down the middle. You know. But
That's a sickness.
Sick.
it is.
All
That's what.
so
So
we all
that's
have
what
a
golf
little,
is.
we all have a little sickness.
We all have
too.
our own sickness.
That's what golf is for me now.
We did. So we talked about how the high scores doesn't matter as long as you beat the guy you're betting with. Should we talk a little bit about what we're about to do here?
So we want to do
yeah.
a little betting segment on the show. We're going to call it "You Suck at Betting." We're each going to get $1,000, 1,000 points for the week, and we're trying to figure out the format. But it seems like we're gonna place bets all week, and then come next Sunday, next episode, the winner and the loser. So the winner is gonna. What are we gonna do with the winner?
You know what? I don't know. Should we do it one episode or should we make it like multiple episodes, maybe a month long or a couple of weeks long?
I think the month could be good because then we can make the loser
Yeah.
really a fucking loser.
Right.
Yeah, and we can get some comments from you guys wherever you guys want to put them, whether it be YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, wherever you guys want to put the comments to see. And we want to bring you guys into it a little bit, possibly, maybe at some point before we start making the bets for the first week. Everyone will pick one of us.
Yeah, we'll post a status or something,
Yeah.
and you guys can just put like Mike, Stetsko. I mean,
Right.
Stone,
So we're
Mike,
gonna- yeah.
Dave, and then like let's say I win, I'll pick somebody that picked Dave, and
Yeah.
hook you up with a polo.
Yeah,
or something.
we'll take you on our team. Before we make our first bets, we'll pick one of the guys that picked us. You guys will sort of be our teammates for the month or the couple weeks.
You
However
get some
we
free
do it.
shit from You Suck at Golf.
And then whoever wins out of us, we'll hook you guys up with a free polo or shirt or something like that.
now the loser.
the loser.
This
We
is
got
where
to talk about the
fun's gotta
loser.
come in.
Yeah, we didn't figure out what we're gonna do yet, but we definitely want to have the loser have to pay up on the pod.
In some way.
In some way. Like we
I got some things
we
in the
have,
chamber.
We have wore lipstick on the golf course before.
You have.
I may have worn red lipstick on the golf course in South Carolina.
Oh yeah, big red state.
It was 110, the lipstick dripping down its lips.
No, we bought the fire from
Yeah,
Rite Aid.
no,
We're like,
he
yo,
got
give me the
the
nicest
best.
shit you got that will not ever come off.
Yeah.
We even got concealer.
Yeah, no. It was,
Yeah.
So I was walking through a clubhouse of dudes just normal golf clothes on, just red ass lipstick on.
Yeah.
The looks that I was getting were it was hilarious though. It was
2020, man. You can't even say anything.
That's
about
true,
that.
Well,
Yeah.
that was 2017. Shit was different.
Yeah.
So we'll do something along those lines. We haven't figured out exactly what the loser's going to do yet. We'll do a little bit more research on that, but it's going to be something embarrassing on the pod. Maybe like a nice mini dress that Mike's
Yeah,
going to
definitely
have to
some
wear,
cross
some
dressing,
fucking heels or some shit.
Something just
Yeah.
degrading shit. I want to see some TikTok dances. I got
Oh,
some ideas, bro.
Well, I mean, this goes back to me and Mike beating you and Pat's ass on what was that? Two golf
Two trips ago,
Four
yeah.
trips
where they
ago,
were
so you guys
supposed
never
to
beat us.
take the prom picture.
Oh, yeah,
Never
you guys
happened.
never did
And they
that.
never took that. They were supposed to make the prom picture their Facebook
Never
pictures.
happened.
for,
I said I was down, but Pat doesn't have social media, so it wouldn't have been degrading for him.
what was that? Was that the comeback we made? Was that the year of the
Yeah.
comeback we
Yep.
made?
Yep,
Final
and then
round.
we got the Ruth's Chris dinner
Yep.
that we won, and
Yeah.
So lately, when we do our golf trips, because we play fucking 36 a day for 5 days, we'll do like the second round will be a scramble, and we'll keep that going all week with like a big prize at the end. So we're coming into the last day, final day of our little tournament with a 10-stroke league. Pat's really good. I'm pretty bad. They're okay. We blew the 10-stroke.
That's a good.
That
That's
was
perfect.
great.
Yeah,
We
that's
fucking
perfect.
blew the 10-stroke lead, and they won. And they wanted us to do a prom picture in front of a bunch of flowers. I was down.
which is like now that I'm thinking about that, like that's getting off so easy. Like that's
nothing.
Like that's not.
Well, we
that
had a
shouldn't
hefty
happen.
bill, Ruth Chris.
Yeah, but
Congratulations.
that's nothing.
What did
They
we do the
should-
other year? We did slavery. When me and Pat
Oh,
built
yeah.
them, and they were our slaves.
Yeah.
Tee that ball up, bitch.
Yeah.
Carry my bag.
Yeah,
do
that
my
was good.
laundry.
When
That was
you
fun.
see, we complement our games very well in the
Yes.
scramble because I'm long, you're straight. Either one of us could be making or missing putts.
Yes.
I love a good scramble.
is.
There is
You two
no
are
better
a threat.
format than a scramble.
It's fun. It
Well,
gets the juice. It
there's-
gets the competitive juices flowing, especially when it's
so
2v2, and it's just fun.
It's
Yeah.
hard to get a good matchup like 2v2. You know, we have something special between us because I'm bad, Pat's great, you guys are good. And now I'm getting a little better, but you're on your game. So, like, no matter what, it's fucking down to our last trip.
It always comes
4
down to the
rounds,
last-
dude. It was down to 18.
Yeah. Well, we have a handicap system too that we did that right.
We did
This
give you
last
some
trip.
strokes.
Yeah.
Did
we
we
got,
give you strokes?
we got like 8 strokes or something.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Whatever it wasn't enough.
No.
No, it
It
was
came down to
perfect.
fucking one.
Oh,
we
no,
won
no,
by
no.
one.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
one by
It
one.
was. It was.
It seems like
But
no
we-
matter what, we guess the fucking strokes, dude, and we nail it every time.
But you
It's
guys
down to the
argued about
18th
it.
hole.
You guys argued that it was
You
too
complained about it.
high. Yeah, because I said we needed 8.
Yeah, we beat you by 1.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the betting segment. So we're gonna post something up on our Instagram page. You Suck at Golf Pod.
You Suck at Golf Pod on Instagram.
You guys can follow
us.
that. And we'll post up our bets for the week and who has who and who you guys want to ride with.
Yeah, just put all your comments, however you guys think would be cool to watch for this segment, YouTube, Facebook, however you want to drop a comment, let us know. And then we'll probably start it up next week, I think. I don't know exactly what the format is, whether we're going to make our picks on the pod, whether we're going to throw them up on Instagram stories.
And talk about them on the pod.
And then talk about them the next week or make the picks.
We'll hammer
on
it
the
all
pod.
out. I just wanted to give you guys a little intro to it.
Absolutely.
Cool. Next up, we have our top 5.
Top 5.
It's a little top 5.
Segment we're going to do every week. We're going to pick the top 5 things. Right now, it's going to be related to golf usually, but as things go on, we're going to run out of ideas with golf, and I'm looking forward to like top 5 TV shows and shit. Like I said, we'll go talk about all sports, pop culture. I don't give a shit. We'll talk about anything.
This whole pod is going to be just a conglomeration of fucking everything.
Yeah.
Sports, TV, movies, a lot of golf though.
Mostly golf.
What do we got here?
Top 5. What makes a golf course? What 5 things make a golf course?
Make a good golf course.
Good golf course.
Yeah, make
one you enjoy.
Make the golf course. You
Makes
showing
it-
up
makes
to
it-
golf makes the round.
Makes it for you.
Yes, personal. We put our heads together and came up with a top 5, so we're not rambling off 5 each.
Dave,
for
you
an
want to
hour.
start with yours?
Yeah, this is my pick. I love me a friendly drop zone.
that is no.
Now, I'm not talking just on like a par 3 where you got to clear water. You better have a fucking drop zone because I'm throwing up a 15 on a par 3. Fuck you. But when we played, where we did our last trip, Myrtle, dude, there was plenty of holes where you got to clear water on like your approach shot, and it was like you can't lay up. You got like 50 yards to the water. You got to go for it. So I put a few in the water, and there's a fucking friendly little drop zone sitting right after it. So
But that's so
I lose a
stupid.
stroke. I throw up a 7 instead of a 14. Why
Yeah,
should I
that's
throw my
stupid.
round away?
That's stupid.
But that's the thing, though. That's why the drop zone is there, though, is because not everybody that goes on a golf course is on the same skill level. So, a better player is going to be mad at a friendly drop zone because he had to use his skill to get to where he needed to go, and you couldn't. So
I got penalized 1 shot.
you got
that's stupid though. Because you cannot put a drop zone when you're hitting over all this water and shit. You can't put a drop zone right next to the fucking green where you're chipping up fucking 8 yards.
No, I'm with you on
That's
that.
the dumbest
it has
thing
to
I've
be
ever seen.
Most like a decent way to do it is if it's something to clear water and you have a drop zone. It has to be maybe
Left
like
of the body.
level of the in the
To
middle
the
of
left,
the
in the
body
middle
of
of it.
water. Give yourself at least
no.
60 more yards
Yeah,
in or something like
100%.
that.
Yeah.
But we did have one hole that Dave was talking about was when it was insane. It was like a drop hole on the green. Like it was like a literal like chip.
Yeah.
No,
it was
that's
18, I
what
think.
sense does that make?
No, that's
you're
silly.
chipping.
It's
That
silly.
was
Dave,
silly, but it was a
takes 8
friendly
shots.
drop zone. I love me a friendly drop zone.
Yeah.
I hate it. That is not one for me.
He hates it
Can't-
because I
yeah,
smoked them all true.
No, that's not true.
That's true.
That's not
I
true.
forgot that is pretty.
But friendly drop
100%
zones, all right. I get drop zones. All right, you need a drop zone, but make it like if par 3 that's 180 yards over shit. Just make it maybe 80 yards out or 60 yards. I mean,
Yeah, I don't want
put
to
it-
gimme. I don't want to gimme, but I don't want to have to go over this water where
Sounds
I'm
like
struggling.
that's what you
I'm
want.
No, I never said I
No,
want.
you want that.
By friendly, I mean it's fucking there because most places don't have it. You got to clear water. You put in the water. Oh well, you're fucked.
Yeah.
It happened to be in Myrtle. Everywhere we played, any water on the course is a fucking friendly little drop zone. Hang on.
Well, if you got a 180 yard par 3, take the fucking driver out and get it over the water.
That's it. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
All right, next one that we got right here is I put down a cart. So cart fire, I'm calling it. Now, when we pull up, we played a course down when we went on our trip in Myrtle Beach. It was called Dunes Golf and Beach Club. And there was just something about getting in this cart that just makes you feel like you're at a nice establishment. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I'm not saying it matters, but it's nice when it happens. You know what I'm saying? Because you go to your local muni and you play, and it's just like a golf cart. You think nothing. Like, you just get in it and go because there's nothing to it.
Go and stop abruptly.
That's it. Yeah, like Dave does. But like this place that we were at, it's like they're like a dark gray and black. Like it had rolled,
Special.
it had rolled up like nice towels
yeah.
waiting for you. It has GPS down there. It's nice and smooth.
Fucking
it's
Bluetooth
quiet.
music.
No,
Bluetooth.
yeah.
There's USB chargers. Like when that happens,
It's a
now
nice
I'm not
treat,
saying I
too.
need that by any means.
No.
Like I'm not like a golf cart snob, but I'm saying like when you come up to a nice course and that's the cart that you're getting into to play for the day, it just makes a world of
It
difference.
does. Even with a
I think-
rangefinder having that GPS, dude, as I'm driving up, I'm looking, I tap the lake. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, it's-
you know, it's like,
it's
I
just
used
so
to have a
nice.
rangefinder.
yeah, we
Like,
all
that's-
have and haven't had range.
That's the type of stuff that makes you come back to a golf course. Like for me, anyway.
No,
Like,
yeah, no, I agree with it because mostly we're cart guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, we're
walking. I'll walk a course. I don't have a problem walking a course. But for me, give me
Fucking
the
tired,
cart.
dude. I'm not a retired dude. Just trying to get his exercise. I'm trying to crank this fucking round out. And
Yeah,
get back
For
home.
sure. Yeah.
Give me
So
the
that was mine. Just a nice cart makes a big difference in the day, and it just makes things more comfortable.
Yeah,
I'm with it. I'm
absolutely.
with it. What's the next one?
I'd say number 3, conditions. Just conditions of the course. Greens, the length of the course. I'm not pulling up to a course that's 5,500 yards from the tips and
Nobody's
enjoying
playing 5,500.
57, 58.
It's got to be over 6, but right over.
No. It has to be well over 6.
Well, this is
mean-
an argument for another day, but I mean, I think people who shoot in the hundreds should not be playing 7,000 yards.
But you can't really equate that because, to me, this is a shot at me for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Because I'm going anywhere from 80s to 125.
Doesn't
it
matter where you
just
play from.
doesn't matter what tees I'm hitting from. It just matters how I woke up that morning, how bad my hands and wrists hurt because I have something in here. I don't know what it is.
Something in here.
Something's going on.
But it's just how I hit the first shot. Doesn't matter range, nothing. I could be striping them on the range. It doesn't matter. I want length. I don't think. Plus, if I'm hitting a drive that goes 300 yards and the course or a par 4 is 350 yards, what am I, just the whole day? I'm just hitting 4-iron off the tee or something? I don't want to play like that. I want
not.
to.
You got balls saying that.
that's
Like,
not
what
the
are you
case,
talking
bro.
about?
That's not the case.
No, but I'm just.
What am I just going to be hitting 50-yard shots?
It's just going to be driver
No,
wedge,
but-
driver
but-
wedge, driver wedge.
But that it would be if I was hitting them down the middle. That's what the golf would be.
Yeah, but you
Yeah, but that's
don't
not the
hit them
case.
down the middle, which is why it's okay that you play from that yardage.
No, that's not fun.
That okay.
I mean,
just
that's how
not-
you think.
it's just
and
not
you're not
fun to
willing to
me.
move on it.
No, 6,000 yards. Give me 6,500.
All right, fine.
I like
6,500. I'm all right with that. I would like the sweet spot. I think is like 64 to like 67 ish.
Okay.
I'll take that, but I don't want anything around 3,000 yard 9. No,
Conditions are big though.
greens are number 1.
Greens are definitely number 1, but I'm also big on tee boxes being really nice too, because like when you're setting up to your ball on a tee box, like when it's like an upside down like bowl, you know what I mean?
Not
And
hitting
it's
a-
like you're
no
up,
chance
you're
of
down,
hitting a
like
good
that,
one.
and it's like all chipped up. Like, I mean, whatever. It is what it is, but I'd rather it not be there like that.
Right.
I like nice pristine tee boxes,
Yeah.
and you just feel
Flat.
flat, and you just feel more confident
Yeah.
over the ball.
I don't even
On the
want
tee.
to
nice team
if I'm
marker,
standing
yeah.
in,
Give me
if
a
I'm
nice
standing
team
in a
marker.
divot,
Tee
dude,
markers
not
are
hitting a good
huge.
shot.
Yeah,
bro.
give me a nice
I need
team
it.
marker
That's
like
my
the
fucking-
Ducks.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say,
those
where did we play?
mallards. Oh yeah, I think that was
wow. in
Caledonia.
Caledonia.
I bought the head
Myrtle
the putter
Beach.
cup.
Yep. They had the markers, fucking ladies, front men's, back men's, all different species of ducks.
Ooh,
not,
nice.
Not colors of ducks. You can't go red duck, blue duck. We had to find the mallard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Big duck guys.
Yeah.
No, that was a nice. Yeah, I
Nice
like that
touch.
little touch. But greens, I mean, they have to be rolling fairly fast, not brown fucking
Yeah, no,
mud
I mean,
on the
everybody
greens
wants
like
fast
we
and
played
pure.
at Pines.
Now, what I like is around the greens, I love me some nice runoffs. Like, like the fairway behind the green.
You know where the
Yeah, like
No,
in,
no, no,
in
I-
Baltimore, dude, they had
or
all those courses
in,
had everything had just like nice runoff around the greens because I don't hit greens all the time. So if I bounce off the green or send it flying,
I
like
see
I don't
what
want
you're
to
saying.
definitely be in the fucking woods. I want to have a 50-yard
the
chip.
stadium course. I remember stadium course. You got the green. You're falling down, and you don't have a little.
yeah.
You don't have a little chip back onto the
no,
green.
no,
You're
no.
hitting like a flop shot because it's 20 feet up back into
Right.
the green.
And it goes from green to rough. Like I don't love that,
Yeah.
but
I mean, it's nice that the drop offs are there, but that shot that you have from those drop offs are one of the hardest shots you can ever have.
still
it's
I'm more
like-
comfy than
and
being in the woods.
Yeah.
I am the king of just not making it.
Right.
Like, especially,
yeah.
it's not really even onto the green and run back off. It is, if I have a 30-yard little pitch and I have to hit it, like if I'm short-sided on the green and I have to run it, 1 or 2 bounces in the rough onto the green, I am the absolute king of leaving it 3 inches from
being perfect.
going onto the green. And I am not putting, and that's screwing me for the hole and probably the entire round.
That's where 8 and 9s are born.
All right. Next one we got is we're going with like views.
Views.
I'm pretty big on like elevation of a golf course. Like that's the view that I like to see. Like we've been playing. Actually, we got a nice amount of mountain. Well, I've got a nice amount of mountain golf in me. Yeah, we've been going to Crystal Springs. I've been up
Oh,
there.
yeah. It's
Played
nice.
Morgan
It's nice
Hill.
up
We
there.
went to kind of upstate New York.
I played that.
like
Yeah,
some
I
mountain
played
golf.
like 4 or 5.
No, it's nice
4 or
up there.
5 rounds of mountain golf, and it's just like something about like seeing like that skyline, and you got like a 180-foot drop to a par 3, and it's like you could see the whole course on top of a certain tee box,
especially
It's exciting.
Jersey and Pennsylvania when you see all the trees.
Yeah,
no,
there's
it's
just
nice.
something about
Because then if you're
that.
playing bad and you're sitting on that par 3, you can still look around and be like, this is nice. You know, if
Yeah.
I'm playing bad in fucking Lakewood,
Right.
I still hate myself.
Well, that's
Yeah,
the
no,
thing. Like
views are big.
I would rather see, just me personally, I would rather see like mountain treetop views than like water. You know what I mean?
What's your favorite? Like I would say my favorite when we went to Scottsdale. That was number one. Like I don't
Yeah,
think I've
untouchable.
played golf like that before.
That was just different.
They had the elevation, just because you're not used to it.
Yeah.
Seeing you're sitting up 100 feet, whatever, and you're looking down and you're seeing all the cactus
Mm-hmm.
and fucking. You have the fairway, and it's crazy because the fairway you got maybe like 8 yards of rough, and then fucking desert.
Yeah, like the contrast of just like straight desert and then like the most lush green fairway sitting in the middle of
Yeah.
it was just
It's
something
like they were
else.
brought in
man.
by a helicopter. That's
Yeah,
why
it
there's
was-
a 14% water tax on
It was-
top of the
yeah,
sales
it was
tax.
insane.
Worth
Now,
every
that was
penny.
my favorite golf I've ever played.
I have a
by
hard
far.
time picking a favorite view though. Just the views in general. Like I like the mountain vibe. I like the water vibe. Like in Maryland, everything was on the marshes. The course was
Yeah.
cut out of the marshes, just like it was cut out of the desert. Like it was just fucking. I love
It has
that
to have
shit,
an
dude.
a little identity
Yes,
to
yes,
it, and
yeah.
it just like adds to the whole
Big
experience.
time.
So
Like Twisted Dunes. Like I don't even feel like I'm in Jersey when I play that one for some reason.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get that vibe too. It's kind of like tucked in a little bit.
Yeah,
you feel like,
you're
tucked
on the car,
in.
You're cruising. It just.
with the fescue where you lose.
yeah, it's a little
fucking
sandy.
2.5 boxes of balls.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. A fucking Sea View. I ordered a bunch of balls. They didn't come in time, so of course, Hack Central. I bought a box of Pro V1Xs for what
Yeah,
were they? $68, dude.
Did you
Yeah.
really?
Oh yeah.
At Seaview?
Oh yeah, it was $180.
You bought a dozen?
a box.
You still
I
have
knew
them?
what was coming. No, I don't have them.
You still haven't gotten them yet?
Oh,
the
no,
ones
no,
you
I
bought
got
at
the ones I
TV.
ordered. Yeah, the ones I
Yeah,
bought
those
at
are
TV.
long
No, I got like
gone.
a sleeveless.
He was
so
asking me for balls.
Shut the fuck up. I lost like 6.
All right,
What do we got? 5.
Last one. History of the golf course. Yeah, there's just something about going out and playing a course that has, held a major tournament, or held a tournament there, or even a major there. Like we've played Bethpage Black. That's pretty local to us. Like, and that's just like special going there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's just
that adds a vibe.
there's a certain aura around these golf courses, knowing that the best players in the world also stood on this tee box and played this hole just like you have to play.
Especially
the
if
hole.
you can like remember.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
there's
Like,
just
remember
something-
a hole and like remember what somebody did.
Which is
like,
weird.
Like in Arizona.
And I got to call him out because didn't we have this fight a couple months ago? And I'm saying Bethpage was probably, definitely top 2 or
Yes,
3
yes,
that I've
yes,
ever
yes,
played.
yes. We're
And this
arguing
guy's
about Myrtle
saying fucking
courses.
Ocean Pines and Surf Club, whatever the fuck it was that we played
Dunes Golf
in
and
Myrtle
Beach.
Beach. Dunes Golf and Beach, way better than Bethpage. He's saying way better.
I'm
saying bring me to Bethpage, please.
Well, yeah. I mean,
that course was great. Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah, yeah. No,
but-
and I think Bethpage is great. Don't get me wrong, but it's only great because of what it is.
history.
It's still a good course.
And I think
A good
you're.
course.
I think you're a little
No, it's
drinking the
still-
Kool-Aid on
it's
it because
top notch. They're taking care of it.
no. It's a beautiful course. There's just not much to it.
Okay, yeah. I
And I just think that, like we were just talking about, like with the views and the vibe around, and the golf carts were there too at Dunes Golf and Beach Club. It was just more to me than Bethpage was.
We call it the perfect Twilight round, though. That
Yeah.
was hard. That was like heaven golf.
yeah, no, it was great. But
I just think Bethpage is on the pedestal that it's on
of the
because.
history.
but if you
because-
think of most golf courses, there's not like, oh, this is crazy this and crazy that. It is a golf course.
Mm-hmm.
You're there to play golf, not fucking look at the water.
right, but
I
like
like
when
looking
you
at the water.
but when you play, I don't know. When I played Bethpage, like I love it and I can't wait to
Yeah.
go back. But like it didn't like.
And I did beat your ass there.
Okay,
badly.
that was fucking
badly.
years ago.
Badly. That was last
Still
summer.
got
That
rough.
will never
That was
happen
last
Still got
summer.
rough,
Let's not get it twisted. I beat your ass a lot last year.
Half.
You
I
had
don't know
me
if you guys realize this guy likes to live in the past.
a lot last year.
Half.
Listen, we didn't play that much golf.
Half
I
and
didn't
half.
play that much golf this year, to be honest.
Nah, coronavirus.
This is I say I play about 70 times a year usually.
Yeah, this year was half. That.
This year we
trash.
played 9 on the golf trip. I'd say maybe I played
Yeah.
12,
12
15,
since then?
12 or 15. No, 12 total for the whole year. Maybe 12 or 15 times.
Yeah, between the trip and now is definitely the least I got.
But Bethpage, back to Bethpage, it didn't smack me in the face as like, a major championship is held here. Like I don't know, it was all right.
I don't know.
I mean,
thought
history just adds a lot. Like when we were in Arizona, like all those Weekapa, Troon,
Arizona is,
those courses
there's no
shat
comparison.
on TPC
Yeah, like-
Scottsdale. But being at TPC Scottsdale, like that was a fucking
was cool.
special round.
Yeah, it was
Because
cool. Like, you
I
just-
remember all those holes. And
Yeah.
he drove it where Tiger made that birdie from the cacti, like right next to the little plaque.
I
Like,
was right
that's a
next
whole
to the
different
plaque.
vibe of like playing like a gorgeous course. You know, you're like. That's like getting to go play a pickup game at Giant Stadium with your boys. You know?
Yeah, because like you
It's
wait,
special.
you know the hole's coming. You know which hole that they tell you about when
Yeah.
you're starting. And it's like it's cool to like be able to play a golf hole and like come up to the boulder that the fans moved for Tiger back in whenever
Yeah.
he was there in the '90s, and it's just
Special.
like it's still there, and you're just right
Yeah,
next
yeah.
to it, and you're like, wow, this is cool.
It is.
And
Fire.
then
There's no comparison for the Arizona golf. Arizona golf, #1 on my list.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, man, we've done some pretty sick trips. We do a buddies trip every year. Us three and Pat from You Suck at Golf. And,
tough to argue Arizona.
We
Yeah.
really hard to top Arizona.
Speaking of recent golf, I had a little member guest this last weekend here.
Okay, how'd it go?
Not as well as last year. Five
This is
different.
coming off the 120 at Seaview too.
Yeah, so I was super nervous, like just because I didn't want to let my buddy is a member at a local country club. He invites me to the member guest every year.
Which is shocking that he picks you. But okay, go ahead.
Well, see, I mean, it makes sense because I'm a high handicap player with potential to fucking.
Okay.
Last year,
That's why he picks you.
well, I mean, it's because we're fucking best friends.
Sandbags
but
his handicap all year, and then he gets
No.
picked to play at the member
It's
guest.
not a sandbag. It's just not, and it's funny because I think at the beginning of this season, I was sitting at like 13, and then it just went to 14 and 15 and 16 and 17, just because I stink. I on the card, I think it was adjusted for the course, but I was sitting at a 19. I'm playing at a 19.
That's
With-
not fair.
disgusting.
Last year, I was, I think like a 23. I was sitting at.
Well, that was like, yeah.
And I played the tournament like a 10, so we made the finals.
Right.
Like I'm stroking on every single hole. There's 5 flights, 6 groups in a flight. You play 3 9-hole matches on Friday, 2 on Saturday, and then you have the finals, which is an alternate shot handicap, and you don't really get one. Maybe you get one on the first one. This year we crushed our flight last year. This year it didn't go as well. It was still fun.
Still a good time. You got
Oh, it was
close
a
to the pin,
great
right?
time. Well, yeah. See, last year I cleaned up
Yeah, you
on
did.
the member guest.
Yeah, you
Yeah, you came
I
home with like
cleaned up.
200 used Pro Vs.
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
I
Remember that?
they
Lost
had
in like 3
the
rounds.
closest to pin last year on a 230-yard par 3. That's when I had my 3-iron. I stuck it to 4 feet, like 8 inches.
Jesus Christ.
I won that.
That's an amazing golf shot.
Yeah, it was a fucking phenomenal golf shot. And then that night, you have breakfast, lunch, and dinner there, drinks.
Yeah, that's
So
fire.
we're getting a little
Doesn't
tuned
matter how
up.
you
We're having
play.
a great time. At dinner, they set up a little kiddie. They have right next to the pool. They put a table. They put all these boxes of Pro V1, Pro V1X, all fucking 50 boxes of balls on there. Then they set up a kiddie pool on the ninth rough right next to the green, and you just hit chip shots. Probably about, I don't know, it's like a 40-yard pitch.
I would destroy. That's all I do in my backyard all day long is hit into
Yeah.
the kiddie pool.
It's a 40-yard pitch
Same.
downhill.
My kiddie
Little
pools.
blue
Yeah.
plastic one.
It's downhill
Mine's
about
huge.
75 feet. So you buy for, I don't know, $10. They'll sell you a sleeve of Pro V1s, whatever golf balls you want. And then you set up right next to the table and you just hit your 3 shots. And everyone does it. $10, hit your shots. $10, hit your shots. So whoever makes it into the pool or closest to the pool, you win all the balls that were hit, every single ball. And they're hit one time.
That's fire.
You get every single ball. And then they pay for the balls with the money, and then you get all the money that's left over. So it might have been $20 for the sleeve. I don't know what it was. So I won it last year. I won a duffel bag filled with every single ball. It must have been 30 boxes of Pro V1.
That's so sick.
And this
Yeah,
was
it was a
in
good
June last
season.
year. So what is that? 30 boxes. That's 360 balls. I was done with them in 2 months. They were all gone, and I won like $300 extra. The closest to the pin. This year, I won the closest to the pin again. It was a 170-yard shot over. It was the one over the water. Have you played there before?
Yeah.
Over the water.
Par 3.
Yeah, with like a 20 mile per
Yeah,
hour
always
wind.
windy. You're in the fucking.
I stuck. We were the first group that went out on that 9. I put it to 11 feet, pretty decent. But I thought that was like a good number to just post.
Not a winner.
I didn't think it would, but the wind was just, and you have water on both sides, so it's sort of it's like a peninsula green.
I chipped in on that one
Yeah,
for a 6.
yeah. So it was 11 feet. I stuck that. We ended up with 25. You get a point for it's match play, so you get a point for every hole. If you have it, you get half. The winner of the match gets 1. So we halved our first 3 matches. We lost the fourth one 6-4, and then we won the last one 6-4. So we ended up with
Remember,
25.
guessing scramble is always a good time. Just
25
crush a couple
points for
rounds
our
in
flight.
days, get some
But I'm telling
food,
you-
get some prizes.
The finals alternate shot. You play 4 holes. 2 people get eliminated on the first hole, and then 1 each other hole. I'm telling you, I've played baseball in front of thousands and thousands and thousands of people. No nerves at all. But you stick me on the first tee with 80 people lining the fairway, and my hands were fucking trembling last year on that first tee shot. Hit it over the trees, over the road. It was. I was so embarrassed, bro. But member guests, you cannot beat
It's
the
always a
member
good
guests.
time.
How about got some other sports.
Other
Talk
sports.
about
Yeah, let's wrap it
little
up with some other
sports
sports.
in
What's going
2020.
on in
No
2020?
fans.
We got no fans. We got football on tonight. We got 2 games tonight.
Yeah, I want to see what's going on. Actually.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's a weird vibe.
Raiders
dude.
fan.
Raiders fan here.
Coming
Big
out.
win.
Cowboys
Raiders
fan.
fan. Ramen. Raiders
Rahm's
fan
a
over
Raiders
there too.
fan.
Are you really?
Ooh.
That's
Yeah,
fun.
I've been a Raiders fan since I was a kid. So in Piscataway, back in when I was like in middle school, there was a wide receiver, Mike Alexander, who played for the Raiders, and he's from Piscataway, and his father was also the mayor.
Oh,
So,
okay.
like everybody in Piscataway.
Let's fucking
around,
go.
like,
Yeah.
Raider Nation.
Welcome to
Let's
the Black
fucking
Hole
go, baby.
Podcast.
Let's go.
That's fire. But see now, like watching those football games Sunday, like he said, like fans it didn't affect it as much, and like I was like, that can't be true. And then I was watching, and it doesn't because I think the camera angles in football, it's all zoomed in on the players and what's going on. They only pan to the crowd if like something happens. Like,
Yeah.
when I'm watching baseball, dude, I'm not even kidding. Like, yeah, I'm kind of shot. Not baseball, basketball. But those games I was watching, I'm like, I couldn't tell if it was 2K or basketball, or real.
yeah.
I couldn't tell if it was real or a video game.
Well, that's what they're able to do now with no fans. They're having different angles on the cameras, and it's kind of nice.
Yeah, I don't
It's
mean it in
cool.
a good way. I didn't like it. I didn't care for it.
But I think football-wise, that is the one sport I think that you're really going to get an effect for the game.
In,
You know,
oh,
like
yeah,
what
12th
is
man.
home field advantage with
Yeah.
no fans? I
True,
mean,
right, you're right.
At least in football, you're talking snap counts, you're talking all sorts
Oh,
of
they're
stuff like that.
screaming, dude. The black hole.
Yeah, I mean
For the
you're not-
players, yeah. But
Yeah,
if we're
for the
talking
players.
about us watching
Fan-wise,
it,
Yeah,
I don't
you're right.
really care
Doesn't
either
matter.
way for any sport. UFC, they were MMA first stuff to come back.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fine without fans,
Totally
to
fine.
be honest.
Well, the addition of hearing every single thing in MMA
That
makes,
makes
it
it better.
so much cooler. Where
Yeah.
like I'm like, fine, I could do without the fan. I want the roar. I want the roar in every
Yeah,
sport.
100%.
But hearing like an eye poke and like, oh, sorry, man. You know, like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
loved that,
Yeah.
dude. Hearing
Yeah.
just a feet stomp of fucking slaps, I get into that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Golf,
no.
like I said, I'll watch any trash tournament. I don't give a shit. So if I gotta do without the roars, I'll do without the roars. As long as everybody's playing.
Cowboys fan over
Big
here.
Cowboys fan.
Took a big L last night.
So
Saw
did
that
you?
one coming.
And I did see that coming. I did not see that coming. We lost to the football team. We lost to the football team
The
in the
football
football
team.
game.
We
You lost the football game to the
obviously
football
Eagles
team.
fan, diehard. The injuries are just I don't understand.
It's a
it.
curse.
I don't
2 years in
understand
a
it.
row,
Just
man.
give him, bro.
We
Give
Get
him.
him.
I think we were out 8, 9 starters, something like that, in like 2 quarters. Like what?
It's over, man.
What is? We have nobody on the offensive line. We're playing with third stringers on a 39-year-old left tackle. He's just ready to drop. I don't understand it. Carson Wentz will not throw the ball away. He got sacked fucking 8, 9 times yesterday.
Little fragile
He's
guy.
not making it.
Everybody
Our
gets a week 1 pass, man. No preseason. Who knows what the fuck they were doing.
Our second
Hamstrings
round
blown
pick
left and right.
quarterback is not even fucking active for the game. I don't understand what's going on. You know what? I love football so much. I won't work on Sundays because I'm watching football all day. I didn't even really care yesterday, to be
Yeah,
honest.
it'll pick up. Like it was the first week, and I felt that same vibe too. Like I was working on Sunday, and it was just like I was following it like I normally do while I'm at work, but it didn't have the same effect on me just
Not the
yet.
same excitement.
But like I think it's gonna get there.
It was tough. They went up 17-0. I'm like, let's fucking go. I got the Eagles in a couple bets.
Yeah,
I'm like, it's
it'll
going
come
good,
back.
and then it's just going down and down and down. And I'm looking at my fucking one of my fantasy teams. I'm like, we are getting destroyed.
Bro,
Fucking
that
I
Sunday
don't
night
even-
sadness, like I did not miss that, man. All fantasies busted, all daily fantasy busts, all bets bust, and your team loses, and you're just sitting there like, that fucking sucked.
Yeah, one of the daily fantasies we do for work. Were you in them this
I'm
week?
in somebody else's from work.
I'm like,
Well, he's got a Kyan. He's got a family
Okay.
one. I opted in with him.
I'm
'cause I said
like,
no to the other one.
family one.
yeah, I'm like my daily fantasy. I look and I hate when I have all 1:00 games. I didn't even take a look.
Yeah,
and
busting
I
up.
put up like a nice number, and then to just see the 4:00 games, you're just dropping and dropping and dropping out of the money, and I got fucking beat by like 1.5 for that, and I got no one to even look at. I'm just
That's what I'm saying.
The
We need to
Eagles
get one of
lost.
those betting gurus, man. Because I
One
was
of my-
hot betting
yeah.
on golf, and now I'm back to football. And last night I'm like, dude, like I suck at betting on football. I don't even know why I fucking do it.
You
Well,
suck
that's
at betting.
why.
why we're
That's
about to
why
get
we're
That's
here.
why
I
in
suck at golf
a
and I suck
month
at
you're
betting.
gonna be fucking doing the pod in a dress.
Well, I don't think so. Not when I hire my guy.
So listen, we're gonna keep you guys updated on
Yeah.
all this stuff. We're gonna be posting our betting. We're gonna be doing our top 5 segment. We're gonna be doing this week to week. We'll talk shop, talk football, talk MMA.
Post embarrassing videos.
Yeah, make sure you
Yeah.
guys go follow us on Instagram. You suck at golf pod.
Absolutely.
Go,
Like, subscribe everywhere you get podcasts.
go check out yousuckatgolf.com for all the new fall apparel that they just dropped. It's absolute fire.
Dude,
yeah,
it's the fucking heat beyond heat. We're
Yeah,
not
this
just saying
is
it 'cause we
this is
fucking
one of the
work here.
Q-zips right here.
Q-zips,
The
sweaters.
quality on this shit, dude. Like this is it's loose, but then it's tight and it's comfy. It's fucking
Yeah.
breathable. Like these shirts are flames, and the winter shit,
Yeah.
which just got thrown up on the site. And if you guys want a discount, throw in podcast 20. You get 20% off whatever you buy. They
Absolute fire.
They got
Go check
these
it out.
Sweat jogger golf pants. You could wear them running. You could wear them golfing. You could wear them to a wedding. Like
No, and we're not shills for this stuff. We wear all sorts of different
Yeah.
golf apparel, but this stuff
Yeah, no.
is absolute. I like it. Like
we
it
would have
looks
cut this
good.
ad a lot shorter if like we didn't really mean it. But this line that they just dropped, like the new shit they have,
the
wherever they
fall
fucking
stuff.
got it from, it's fucking.
When you
fire,
put it on,
dude.
you'll know what we're talking about.
Yeah, just fucking buy it. You got 20% off. Podcast
Absolutely.
20.
Follow us everywhere. Follow the podcast Instagram. You'll see them bottom of the screen.
That's it.
Instagram,
Closing
Facebook, Twitter.
That's it.
Like, subscribe, check us out. We'll be back next week. That is episode 1
In the
in
book.
the
And wraps.
can.
That's it.
All right, boys. That's Dave. That's Stone. I'm Mike. We will see you back next week. Appreciate it, and we'll see you then.
Later.
Later, boys.
Take care.